Hey guys, so I'm going to be running through how to actually install and run the VALORANT ELO TRACKER website on your own computer. I will be using a Windows operating system, but I will also mention, the slight differences that you'll need to do on a MacBook or Mac. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to the GitHub page, and you'll scroll down to this installation section. And you'll see we have two methods, the regular installation and the Docker installation. Now the first thing is, if you're on Windows, you're going to want to ensure you have Python installed. So you can go to this link I have listed here and open it up. This will be at the Microsoft Store, and we can just press get, open the Microsoft Store if you're on Windows 10. And once we get here, we can just press install. You'll see I already own this app, but once you install it, you should just be able to accept everything and you'll be good to go afterwards. So I'll go ahead and I'll close these. Now we're back here. If you're on a MacBook, you should already have Python pre-installed. The next thing we're going to want to do is step 2. We'll want to clone the code or repo. So to do this, we'll need to download the zip file. If you know how to use the git clone command, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, follow along for the zip file. So to do that, we'll go back to the top of the GitHub page. You'll see on this right-hand side that there's a green button that says code. We'll click the drop-down arrow, and we'll press download zip. Now this is going to download the zip into your downloads folder. And then you're going to want to move this wherever you actually want to have the code. It doesn't really matter where, just make sure you can access it. So I've gone ahead and I've pre-moved the downloadable into my documents folder. I'll bring this up over here. So you can see we're in documents, and you can see that I have the zip file right here. Again, you can put this wherever you want. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to open this. We're going to press extract all files, and I'm going to extract it into my documents folder again. So once it's done extracting, we can go back. You can see we're in my documents folder, and now we have both the zip file and the actual file. So let's open this up and see what's inside. So you'll notice, the first time we open it up, it'll have the same folder name. That's fine. We'll just want to open this up again. And here, once we can actually see different files, this is the root directory of the project, and this will be important in a little bit. So the next step is actually going to be where Windows and MacBooks differ a little bit. If you're on Windows, you'll want to go to your search bar down here and type in command prompt. You'll want to go ahead and run that command prompt. If you're on a MacBook, you'll be searching for terminal and you'll want to run terminal. Now once you're there, you'll be able to see that here we have something listed. This is actually the folder we are currently in, and we'll need to know two main commands. If you're on Windows, the first command you're going to need is the dir command. Essentially what dir does is it lists all of the folders and files inside the current folder you're in. So in my Dylan folder, all of the files inside Dylan are right here. Now again, if you're on MacBook, instead of dir, you're actually going to be typing ls. And it should show the same thing. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to navigate to where you actually save the code. So I mentioned I had saved it in my documents folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you the next command, which is called cd. This will work on both Windows and MacBooks. cd stands for change directory, and it's essentially going to allow us to enter into whatever folder we give it. So again, I said we're in the documents folder, so I will cd. I see documents in my dir, so I'll cd into documents. You'll notice that it looks like we've moved into our documents folder. If I type dir again, you can see here's my documents folder. And if I go all the way back out to documents, these two should match up with their contents, aside from a little additional things like this up here. But don't worry about those. So the next thing is, again, we're going to want to go into here, this folder right here. So I will type cd, Valorant, match, history, main, if I could type. And then I'll type dir just to see what's inside of this folder. And again, you'll see that one repeat folder. And if I go here, you'll see the one repeat folder. So we'll want to type again, cd, Valorant, match, history, main. And if I type dir, you'll see we are now in the root directory because we are able to see all of the other files. And again, if I double click on here, you'll see the exact same thing. We're in the root directory. So once you finally manage to navigate to wherever you saved the folder and extracted the folder, you'll want to go back to the GitHub. And we're going to be on step 3 now. And so it says in the root directory, which again, this is the root directory, we'll want to run this command. So I'm just going to show it right here. Let me scroll up a little bit. We'll want to run the command python 3-m pip install-r requirements.txt. and we'll run it, and some stuff should pop up. It probably will look different from mine because I've already ran this command before. If it's your first time running your command, you'll probably see a lot more happen. And occasionally it may prompt you to type yes or no or y/n. It may ask you to type this. If that happens, just type y and press enter. Anyways, so after we run that command, the next step is we'll want step 4. We want to run python3/wsgi.py. So I'll type python3. Let's pull it up right here. python3/wsgi.py. And now you'll see this, that we have started some sort of development server. Essentially what this means is your computer is now running the project. You just need to go into your web browser and visit it. And to see that, you can see this last line. It says running on http://127.0.0.1:5000/. So what you'll want to do is you actually just want to go ahead and you'll want to go to this site in any browser of your choice. I already have this site open on mine, but if you want, you can also just highlight this and right click to copy it. Now I've put it into the browser here, and you'll see, if I go ahead and go to that site, right, that it's actually going to bring up the Valorant Elo tracker. And now you're able to run this site just like you were before on valorantelo.gg. You can view an example, etc., etc. Now, of course, as you're viewing the site, you might see some stuff pop up in here. You don't really need to worry about that. Just know that in order to turn off the site or to shut it down, what you'll want to do is you actually just want to exit out of command prompt or terminal, and that should do it for you. So once I exit this, if I refresh this page, it should crash. But in order to start it back up, all you have to do is go back into the folder, the root directory, and run step 4. You do not need to run this command again, although it wouldn't hurt to, or nothing would change if you did. All you need to do is run step 4 again. And that's pretty much it for setting up the Valorant Elo tracker. If you have any questions or need any help, feel free to either make a GitHub issue here. You can contact me on Twitter, you can contact me on Reddit, or you can even email me if you want. Other than that, thank you so much everyone for all of the support, and GG's, good luck out there.